Hey folks, I promised you a video about shredders, and I'm still going to do it, but I need to do this one first. I have to give a shout out to Birdseye because they played a great set last night at the Heineken Saloon, and I took some video of it, so go and watch those and go to their next show, because they always bring the house down. It's a great time. We need to talk about what is happening on the music scene locally. And in order to understand that, and in order to understand what I think about the local music scene, you need to understand a few things first. So, this is Prelude number 1 to the State of the Music Scene address. And what I'm going to talk about is the reasons why I make electronic music, and why that is going to be my direction, and why that's where my heart is right now. About 5 years ago, I got together with a couple of guys, and we put together an electronic band. I was the guitar player. The electronic elements came from one of the other guys, but it was an electronic-based band. That band is still together without me, and I am now making my own electronic music under the Natrix moniker. I absolutely love electronic music, because in electronic music I have found complete musical freedom. Number one, freedom from expectation. When you play jazz, when you play metal, when you play rock, when you play blues, other genres of music, there is an expectation about how you're supposed to play, what techniques you're supposed to use, what notes you're supposed to play, what kind of guitar you're supposed to use, how many notes you need to be able to play per minute, you know, all that stuff, and I've just had enough. I can't deal with that expectation anymore. EDM has that as well, but the difference is that there's still a shitload of great electronic music in the world that is not EDM. And there is still a lot of room to do that stuff, and plenty of people will dig it. If you check out Infected Mushroom and Spangle making psytrance, if you check out Karsh Kale and Talvin Singh and guys that do the fusion stuff, if you check out reggaeton and dancehall, if you listen to hip-hop, if you listen to house music, Daft Punk, Marshall Jefferson is still out there, along with some of the other old Chicago-style house guys. So that's one big thing with me, is freedom of expectation. The only expectation really is you let the music tell you what it needs. You don't force anything on the music. So it's really freeing up your mind to just, take in the groove and fill it up with sounds that best fit. You don't need to worry about making any kind of ridiculous chord progression. You don't need to worry about playing any flashy licks. You just need to worry about how the sounds come together in one cohesive unit, whatever they are. And it can be anything. I mean, I have a track on my SoundCloud page called Dog Tricks, where I built the track around samples of Layla's squeaky toys. She was pretty angry because I put her in the crate and took a couple of squeaky toys down to the basement. But I gave them back. Now we don't even have those anymore. The second is freedom from labels. Look, music is not supposed to be put into this nice, neat package and put into a box. That's just not how it works. You know, everybody is so obsessed with labeling everything. It's all music. And with electronic music, you really have the freedom to fuse different styles and different ideas together. You can combine Latin music with, you know, maybe ideas from Afrobeat or dub or whatever, you know, and then you can mix in maybe a dole, which is a Punjabi drum from India and Pakistan. All sorts of different things. The possibilities are literally endless when it comes to electronic music. And I want to encourage all of you who are looking for new ideas to explore this route, because it might just lead you to some great inspiration for future music making. And I really don't want to take anything away from anybody as we go through this. I want to encourage people to make music. So that is my piece, and that is why I make electronic music, for that freedom to experiment. The other thing is, I am free from having other people come in and mess up my ideas and not play them correctly, because I have all the instruments in my computer and I tell them what to do and they do it exactly right. I still have to record my guitar and some other live things, but as a musician, I'm trained and I know how to get that done. So there's a whole lot less worry on that end of it as well. Alright, that is my piece for now. That is the first prelude. There are plenty of other issues to talk about. Stick around. We will explore them in future videos. Peace.